Okay. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Show, #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Isaac Brown. Welcome to the show, Isaac.
Hey,
So let's talk about your racing career, Isaac. How did this awesome adventure begin for you?
so is how it begun is my dad and my grandpa were pulling into the driveway and they had like a trailer and my mom was surprising me. And in the back of the trailer was a quarter midget and I was very surprised.
Okay, when you got behind the wheel for the first time, were you scared at all to get out there and race with a lot of people?
Yeah, kind of. It was very nervous and it was very scaredish, but we got through it and we're here now.
All right. How much success have you had as a race car driver?
Um, I pretty much a success. We won 3 championships and we won a lot of races. So it was very fun. And yeah,
All right. What are your future goals with your racing career now? Where do you want to, what is the big goal with the racing career?
I want to get up to a sprint car and NASCAR.
All right. What is the story behind your racing number?
Um, so my number's 39 and my grandpa used to be number 39 and I loved his experience in racing. I loved watching him all the time. So I thought if I came into the racing world, I wanted my number to be 39.
All right. A little later on the show, I have a really cool story to tell you about number 39. Okay.
Okay.
Um, okay. Who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
70 Acre Farm Motorsports.
All right.
Make sure to follow them on Facebook too. They're pretty cool.
Okay. Okay. Are you presently looking for more sponsors for your racing team?
Yes, I am.
How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
What'd you say?
How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
Um, we usually just like talk to them
They can find you on 70 Acre Farm Motorsports.
and they can find me on 70 Acre Farm Motorsports
Isaac Lee
Oh,
or Isaac Lee Motorsports
Facebook.
on
okay.
Facebook.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to sponsor a guest, reach out to him on both of those platforms there on Facebook. Okay. What's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
So an awesome day would be like we went through our qualifying and we qualified maybe a top five position, and then we go out for the race and we have a very good race. That'd be very awesome to have every single day.
Okay. What's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
Just really working on the cars and all that, and just having fun, and like maybe seeing a new car in the race shop for me, or like something like that, or a new set of tires, a new a new motor or new spindles and all that.
What is your home racetrack you race on?
Um, Nashville Fairgrounds,
All right. What is your favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
Huntsville Speedway,
Okay. Why is that your favorite?
because there you get to hold it wide open, and you only like let off only a little bit.
Okay. Who is your racing hero? Who do you look up to as a race car driver?
Kyle Larson.
Okay. Have you ever met Kyle Larson?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Who's all on your racing crew?
Um, my dad, um, my dad, Joey, Joey Oliver, um, Edwin, Matthew, Leslie, and Chad House.
Okay. Out of all your races that you've won, how do you celebrate your victories?
We would just probably like do a little victory lap and then take it to the victory lane, and after the race we would go to Hibachi and have a very fun time celebrating it. And yeah,
All right. Do you have any awesome racing stories you'd like to share with us?
there was one time we were lining up to go green, and we were about to get the green flag, and we come through the corner, we got the green flag, and we went into 1 and 2, and I did a cartwheel over like 5 cars, hit the wall, bounced off the
Ooh,
wall, and kind of did another cartwheel. But when we landed on our wheels, I was like, I want to do it again. So it was pretty fun.
did you get hurt at all or?
Nope, we were perfectly fine, and the car was fine
Uh,
too. And I think we won that race too.
okay. Um, all right. What do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
Play football, video games, and VR.
Okay, video games. What do you like to play for video games?
Fishing Planet, racing games, Farming Simulator 25, and Gorilla Tag.
Okay, all right. Is there anybody you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far with your racing career?
Edwin Leslie Kubat, Matthew Leslie Kubat, and my dad, and Frank Kubat, and like my whole racing team helping me through this and helping me for all the help.
Okay. When you're strapped in your race car, getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
Probably just clear my thoughts and just think about how confident I am and put really good thoughts in my mind to make sure I keep up and keep the momentum to run through the race good.
Okay. Who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Um, Axel, uh, Matthew, Malachi, Brandon, um, Lucas, and Matthew Eckert.
Okay. Do you have any big racing events you're looking forward to competing in yet?
Um, I haven't really competed in. There's a road course I want to do in Bando cars, and I haven't competed in it yet, and I really want to do it.
Okay. Do you have a racing nickname?
Oh, Wheelman.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
When you're just like starting, I would really much do quarter midgets first if you're below like 11 and 10. I'd very start quarter midgets first before going to big track.
Okay. What kind of advice would you give a new race car driver?
Um, be steady, be smooth, run your lines good, and make sure you have enough confidence to actually run a race. And make sure your arms don't get weak, and probably like just run your line and make sure you're good and consistent.
What types of racing do you like to watch on TV?
NASCAR, dirt. I like off road trucks. I really like watching those. And yeah, that's all.
Okay. Are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, Isaac, okay, we're going to talk about that 39 number now, okay?
Yes.
There is a guy out here in the Midwest that raced 360 sprint cars back in the day. He is retired now. He is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He ran a 39 Wasota 360 sprint car. He is the only driver to be deaf to race a 360 sprint car, and he raced number 39.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
His name is Greg Gunderson. Very, very nice individual, and to watch how he interacts with his crew, he literally they literally have learned sign language, or he writes down what he thinks is going on with the car on a notepad and passes it off to his crew when he comes in.
That's very cool, actually.
Yeah,
That's actually very cool.
yeah, yes. He owns a company. I can't remember what the name of it is, but he runs a sprint car racing supply company out in Sioux Falls now.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this portion of the show, now, Isaac, I like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple of questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple of questions.
Um, can't really think of any questions.
Got you into racing.
Oh, what got you into racing?
I've been a racing fan for about 30 plus years. So I've been around the times your dad probably remembers Doug Wolfgang back in the day, and he was my racing hero. The Wolf. Yeah, definitely one to watch. I remember watching Mark Kinzer race and Jack Howdenchild, and oh yeah, Johnny Herrera and all them big name guys race.
Yeah.
My favorite
Um,
NASCAR, my favorite NASCAR drivers back in the day, and your dad could probably relate to this one too. I liked Tim Richmond. I liked
yeah.
Davey Allison. I
Mm-hmm.
liked Alan Kowicki. Rusty Wallace. I've met Rusty Wallace. Rusty was fantastic to deal with. I've met his brother Kenny and Mike. I
Yeah.
have met Ken Schrader, and I actually had a little conversation with Tony Stewart.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. And when it comes to IndyCar now, Isaac, my racing here on the IndyCar side was Dan Weldon. Have you ever heard of that name before?
Yeah, I think so.
His nickname was the Lionheart.
Yeah, now I remember him.
Two-time Indianapolis 500 winner and one-time IZOD IndyCar champion.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the story about Dan Weldon?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Isaac, you race car drivers collect things. He had a really weird collection. You know what his collection was?
What?
He collected new pairs of tennis shoes. He hated to get his shoes dirty. So in his closet, he had over 300 brand new pairs of Pumas in his closet.
I would never. I don't know how you could have that much poopers in a closet.
Yeah. And when it come to his clothes, they all had to be hung a certain way on color-coded hangers. And his wife is like, that's what I loved about him most is he drove me nuts. He drove me crazy because he was high maintenance.
That's pretty crazy. 200
Yeah,
Pumas.
yeah, yeah. 300 Pumas, 300 pairs. And when it come to visit his house, he would always hand you a pair of slippers and say, "You take your shoes off at my door, and you wear a pair of slippers in my house because I don't want to get my house dirty."
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, oh yes. And he was one, Isaac, that would really enjoy being around the racing fans.
yeah.
If you were to come from wherever you live at to go watch him race, he would if he was sitting down with his team and you went over and said hi to him and told him where you were from, he'd actually leave his team lunch and come sit with you and have a conversation with you and spend time with you, getting to know you better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what happens when you win the Indy 500, Isaac?
What?
You win the Indy 500, you get a check separate from your crew. Your check is $3.5 million.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Then whatever the pace car is that year, you could very well walk in away with a brand new Corvette on top of it.
Gee.
Yeah. Do you know how fast the Indy cars go around that track?
I could say probably maybe 200 mile per hour.
241 miles an hour.
That's crazy fast.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far with your racing career?
My mom, my dad, they very inspire me. And like Edwin Leslie, they came into my life as a quarter mile midget driver and they took us everywhere to run places. They even took me into big track racing. They're still thinking about bringing me everywhere and doing all that. And we're gonna go to Las Vegas, and they're gonna take
I'll
me
tell
with
you,
them.
I'll tell you what, Isaac, you ever get some time and you want to take a racing vacation, come out here to Iowa because out here in Iowa and southern Minnesota, we have quite a few dirt tracks out here. We have some of the most epic big dirt track races that you would ever think about out where you live at. We have a race that's called the Boone Super Nationals for IMCA competition. Have you ever heard of that race?
No, I haven't.
It's 7 days of racing on one 3/8 mile track. And they have 5 to 6 classes of cars that run for 7 days. They average 1,000 to 2,000 race cars for 7 days. And
Oof.
you have and what happens is you have to be in the pit. The pit's open early in the morning. You have to have your pit passes by 10:30 in the morning. Your hot laps follow that up. Then in the afternoon is your heat races. Then you may not see your qualifying feature till 2, 3 o'clock the next morning. You go to bed for a few hours and get up and do it all over again for 7 days.
Yeah, I can never do that. Never wake up like so early in the morning and get there.
Then the final night of competition, Isaac, they take 28 to 29 drivers, line them up 3 wide on a 3/8 mile dirt track. They drop the green flag to see who the best of the best is after 25 to 30 laps, going 3 wide on a 3/8 mile dirt track.
Woo! I might have to come out there. That sounds fun.
There is a driver out here, Isaac. I'll tell you, you definitely want to look up and follow. You definitely want to follow a guy by the name of Nolan Murdy. Nolan is from Chelsea, Iowa. He come up through the ranks much like you are doing now. He is at age 12, his dad put him behind the wheel of a dirt stock car for the first time, full-fledged dirt stock car. He went out his sixth night out, went out and beat 29 to 29 adults and brought home $900 as a 12-year-old. Then fast forward, Isaac, when he turned 16, him and his dad went to the first ever Bristol IMCA Dirt Nationals. He won $50,000 as a 16-year-old.
Oh my god, that's a lot of money.
And then on top of that, he's won 2 Boone Super Nationals back to back. And then this last summer, he is 19 now. He went to Fort Dodge, Iowa for an XR stock car event, won that race, and brought home $100,000 at 19.
That's well, that's a lot of money too, and that's crazy. Being
And,
19.
and I'll tell you what, Isaac, he has a really funky nickname. You know what his nickname is?
No, I don't.
I had lunch with him one time shortly after he got behind the wheel of the stock car for the first time. And I says to him, I says, Dolan, what is your racing nickname? And he says, Josh, it's kind of funky. He says, you think about it. He says, it has a lot to do with what I think about all the time. And I said, well, what's that? He says, my nickname is the game changer. I'm changing the way the game is being played.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he loves to talk to you kids and keep inspiring you guys to keep racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's raced modified stock cars and late models. And he's
Woo.
won all 3 series.
That's a lot.
Yeah. To accomplish in such a young age, right?
Yeah. A lot of driver.
But yeah. So Isaac, what do you think of this whole racing show bet?
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I would like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight and talking to us about your racing career. I will have you step out, Isaac, and I will call you a little bit to thank you in person, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, not a problem.
Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Isaac Brown on our racing show tonight, talking to us about his racing career. If you'd like to get to know Isaac a little bit better and possibly sponsor him, reach out to both of his platforms on Facebook. And if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-713, or you can email us at jjnolan